everyone, welcome back to More Than Plastic. In today's video, we are going to be going over the top 10 Marvel Legends of 2024. This was a great year for the line, so I'm super excited to get into this and talk about it. I want to get this video out as quick as possible because it is already January 5th when I'm filming this, so, I want to get it out before the new year is too far in. So this is just going to be a quick, hopefully a one-take quick video. Let's get started with some honorable mentions, though. So, we do have Tombstone, which I really love this figure. He just didn't quite make the cut. Same for Pravatar Parker. Not sure how you say it. Really great figure, though. Love the articulation on him. And I'd say also Wolverine. Great head sculpt, but just not on the list for me. And last but not least, a figure I do not have, so I'll just show Ant-Man while I talk about it, is the Wasp from the Giant Man and Wasp 2-pack. I want that figure. She's very hard to get, but if I did have her, she'd definitely be on the top 10. So, just an honorable mention. But let's get started now with the actual top 10. So number 10 is going to be Miss Marvel, Warbird, Captain Marvel, whatever you want to call her. She is a phenomenal figure. I really like this one. She's number 10 just because I feel like she is a little bit smaller scaled compared to other figures such as Black Widow. But of course I have to include her on this list. When she came out, everyone was fighting over her at Target. She was crazy to get. It was impossible. But I love this figure. She's so nice. She kind of revolutionized the female bodies because ever since we've gotten her, I feel like the figures for girls have been amazing. So of course I had to include her on this list. Definitely number 10. So number 9, we do have over here in this setup, we have Cable, and the sun is actually really shining on him directly. He has the spotlight. That is actually crazy. That's funny. But I'll try to show it where you could see him, or maybe I'll just block it. Alright, well, Cable is very bright. So I put him number 9 because this was just a great figure also this year to be released. I feel like everyone was kind of fighting over him as well. Great paint. I love the articulation on him. He just looks super cool if you could actually see him. There you go, that's a better angle. I really like this figure though a lot. Definitely a good one. Good head sculpt. Just cool costume all around. He just looks super cool in the whole X-Men setup. This year was obviously a really big year for X-Men, considering, X-Men 97 came out, Deadpool and Wolverine. So just to get figures to fill out this collection is always nice. Then at number 8, we do have a figure that is back in the Comic Avengers setup. It's going to be Vision. And I don't have too much to say about him other than he just has great colors. They just pop so well. And of course the articulation is great. I'm going to say that with every figure because I think by now in 2024, we're kind of at a level where the articulation is just peak for Marvel Legends, which is nice. So I'm glad to say that. But yeah, I just love the colors of him. Look how he looks with everyone on display. He just pops out so well back there. So happy to have this figure. He looks great with Wanda. It looks like it's straight from obviously the WandaVision and Vision episode when he's in his costume, in his comic accurate costume. That's kind of how I see it. So it's funny. But anyway, number 7. Funnily enough, we're going to be going back to the X-Men setup. We do have Goblin Queen. Such a cool figure. She really fills out the display well, and just the paint apps on her are great. All the colors they use, the costume is just done so well with the cape and all the accessories. I love that she comes with baby Nathan, and of course the standout is that head sculpt. So good. The face printing technology is actually insane. So I'm super duper happy to have this one in my collection. She looks really nice. Number 6, I almost said 5. Number 6 is going to be Ghost Rider up here. Kind of in a random setup. He's just hanging out with SpiderMan, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men. I can't blame him. I want to be hanging out with them too. So yeah, he just looks really cool though. Anywhere you put him, any pose you put him in, he looks great because that bike is just actually insane with those flame effects and all the detail on it. And of course all the detail on Ghost Rider himself, the chains and all the different leather jacket, belts, and all that stuff. So good. I actually didn't even plan on picking this figure up, but I got him at my local comic shop, and when I saw him there, I was just you know what? I need this figure. So I got him, and now he is here. Number 5, so we got top 5 now. Same shelf it's going to be on. We have Doctor Doom. How could you go wrong with putting him on your list? He always looks so cool. Look at all the detail on him. Those legs have some incredible, sculpted out detail. And just the soft goods cape, of course, is incredible. Really great figure from a great 3-pack. I didn't even plan on getting this actually, because I don't have the 3-pack. I got him actually in a lot with the Fantastic Four, And yeah, like I said, I didn't plan on getting Dr. Doom, but he came with the lot, so I was like, oh, of course I'll take them. I'll take him, and he's a great figure too, so really happy to have him in my collection. He looks great with the Fantastic Four. Super cool. Now, number 4, we're going right back down to the X-Men setup, of course. So number 4 is going to be the Angel figure, which I just think looks so cool on the display. Unfortunately, most of his body is covered. That's just how I have to display him. I don't really have the space to like dynamically pose him. But I think it's okay because as long as you can see those wings, which you can, I'm happy with that. Because those wings are so nicely articulated. Any pose you put him in too just looks so, so cool. And just the costume is awesome. Like, you can't go wrong with white, red, and gold. I think that always just looks super, super clean. So he is number 4. So now, getting into the top 3, let's see, who do we think is going to be number 3? We're going to be going back to this Avengers setup. Super cool. We have She-Hulk. I love this figure. I love her character, especially after watching She-Hulk, which I love that show. I don't know why people don't like it, but anyway, that's another story. I just really love her character. So this figure is so, so cool. The green pops out, and the purple, just how bright it is incredible. And of course, that face is also pretty insane. Greatly printed. The hair is just painted so well with the different colors. I love it. And a lot of people were complaining that she didn't come with like an angry face, but I feel like this face, like the smile, just like perfectly captures the character. So I'm not complaining. She has great articulation. I love the pose I have her in. Super funny. All right, number 2, and this was very hard for me to choose. I had to like really actually think about who I want to put first versus second. Like, it was a really big toss-up. So the 2 figures that are in the top 2 are actually going to be Spider-Man figures, which I'm sure, you know, you've guessed, and it makes sense for me if you know anything about me. You know, Spider-Man is my favorite, and once again, the sun is really shining on them, so excuse that. But number 2, and this was hard for me to pick, is going to be Superior Spider-Man. So I love this figure, and I'm so happy to have him because I have been waiting forever for this figure to come out. So it all started with about like a year and a half ago. I really just wanted a Superior Spider-Man figure, and the only one that was made was the one from like 2014. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And that one is just not that great. I just love the character, so I really wanted a figure of it. So I almost bought it, but I was like, oh, I'm not paying like $50 because at the time he was very expensive to just have him in my collection. I was like, I'll hold off. And luckily, a little bit after that, they did announce it. And I was so ecstatic when they announced it. But then it took another, like, I'd say like 8 months, almost a year for him to come out. And unfortunately for me, he only finally got shipped to me, I think in like October or November. Everyone was getting him during the summer, and I got him super late. But anyway, he's here now, and that's all that matters, and I just love this figure. The claws are great, just the body he's on looks really good. Minus though, and this is why he's not number 1, I don't love those like ball kind of joints on his shoulders. I just think that looks a little bit weird. So that is actually why he's not number 1. But look at the mask. I love the eyes. I love how you can see the building. I think that's so, so cool. Just a great figure all around. The pose I have him in though, you don't see like that part that I don't like, so that's good. That's why I have him posed like that. But if he's just like standing like normal, you do see like those round shoulders. But yeah, he's number 2. Great figure. Was like one of my most anticipated figures ever. But number 1, and I'm sure you expected this because I love this design so much, it's Scarlet Spider. And sorry, he's like super bright right now. I'll try to cover it. There we go. That's a little bit better. If you know anything about me, I would say that honestly, the Scarlet Spider is like probably my second favorite design, if not first. Like, of course I love the classic like Spider-Man, like, you know, these 2 looks. I love that design, but something about the Scarlet Spider just speaks to me. I don't know why. I love that hoodie. I love the red, how bright it is. So I was super excited to get this one, and he is on a phenomenal body. He's on the Renew Your Vows body, so he does look, and he does articulate really well, I should say. So I'm very happy to have this one. Any pose I put him in, he looks incredible. Very, very great figure. Would recommend this. 10 out of 10, like, blows me away every time. So that's the best Marvel Legend of the year, if not of all time. Love that figure. So anyway, that is going to be all for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and listening to my top 10 list. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, and tell me what your top 10 were. Like I said, I do have that video coming out very shortly. I'm about halfway into editing, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be what's coming next. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. This has been More Than Plastic. See you in the next one.